Hey besties, after this video, I will show you that even if you think you did not have job experience, you actually do. I'll be listing out 10 tips. Number 1, highlight your life experience. So if you're watching this video, you most likely don't have job experience. However, you have life experience. We all have informal work experience. So you may not have worked in any particular organization. However, you've done a lot of things. If you're applying to be a care or support worker, you've most likely cared for a sibling, a child. All of those things will count as job experience. I've said it before and I will say it again on this channel. If you are from anywhere in Africa, you cannot tell me you don't have job experience, because you do. You've cared for someone. We have a communal style of living, and as such, we've all cared for people. You're watching me, you're an Adaeze like me. How can you say you don't have job experience? Because you most likely have siblings that you've cared for. Now that counts as job experience. We are the ones that like to minimize our own experiences and take it as not as important as the formal job experiences. So whatever life experience you had, you should include it as job experience. You should just package it, brand it well. Now you have to describe what you did and how it is relevant in that role. For instance, the same way in your CV, if you had job experience, you would highlight where you worked. That's the same way you would also highlight those your informal experiences. It's just about how you package it. If you need help with packaging your CV, you know what to do. Click the link in the description box for my CV revamp service. So that's the first tip. Now the second tip, if you fall into this category of people that don't have any formal job experience, is you should highlight relevant transferable skills. So it could be that you don't have job experience in the care industry, but you could have job experience in another industry. Now there are always transferable skills like effective communication, interpersonal skills, teamwork and collaboration. Those are skills that you must have used if you worked anywhere, and they are very fitting for the healthcare industry. And if your case is that you've never worked a day in your life, because I've had some online consultations with some of you, my besties, and you did not even have any job experience at all. Now in your personal life, there are some transferable skills you have. You know how to communicate well, you are reliable, you are punctual. Those are worthy skills. Now something I forgot to mention when I was talking about the first point is, if you've ever volunteered, I hope you know that that counts as an experience that should always be included in your CV if it's relevant to the job role. Number 3, show willingness to learn and grow. One key quality that every employer would look out for is whether or not you have a teachable spirit. Even if you don't have a lot of experiences, you should be willing to learn on the job. So when they ask you a question and you know that you don't have the experience, you should always include however. So in whatever you say, you are including however, I am willing to learn, I am teachable. So those things, when you say it, it tells them that, okay, yes, this person may not have the skill or experience, however, this person wants to learn. Now the third tip is demonstrate your passion for the care work or support work. Now the fact that you don't have any formal experience, that does not mean you won't show them that you actually care, you are passionate, and you show them this in your CV, you show them this in your communication with them. Share personal stories, personal experiences that are in line with the job, showing how passionate you are. Let's say you cared for your grandfather. When saying that story, don't just say it in a bland manner. Include the fact that it was your passion for care, your deep enthusiasm that made you very willing to be supportive in that instance. So that tells them that you are actually eager and enthusiastic about the job. Now the next tip is research the role and the employer. So it's one thing not to have a lot of experiences, it's another thing to now show up in an interview setting and you're being shoddy about your interview. Now if you've reached the stage of being interviewed, that shows that your interviewer already knows that you don't even have enough job experience. So they already know and they've given you that space to still be there. Don't show them that you are just wasting their time. Don't show them that this is a joke to you, because it should not be a joke to you. And the way you make them know that you're serious is by doing your background work. Don't just show up in an interview setting without preparing properly. Now read the job description. So when you are answering questions, you are dragging qualities and skills from the job description, and that tells them that you know what they are doing. And also, in the company you want to be in, you should have background information. You should know some key things about the company. So as you are talking, you are dragging out things that you already know, and that shows them that okay, this person has done their research. And you should also maximize the last interview question when they would ask you, do you have any question for us? That can be your own way of asking a solid question that shows them that you are serious about this job. I've linked up a video where I talked about 20 top questions to ask an interviewer after an interview. So that's something that could be helpful to you. So now the sixth tip is prepare for common interview questions. Now, when you go for a job interview, even if you don't have experience, bear in mind that there are some questions that will most likely always come out. I have done a series of common interview questions for care and support work, and if you want an easy way to just watch them, just go to my channel and go to playlists. Don't go to videos, go to playlists, and you'll see a lot of playlists of videos. Now look for care and support work questions and answers, and you will see those common questions. I've released a lot of videos on it, and when you watch, you will see a recurring theme. And when you go for your interview, in fact, I've had a lot of people tell me, oh my god, all the questions you talked about came out. And that's because these are common questions. Most times you think your interviewer will have the time to be looking for new questions. They will regurgitate these things, and if you are armed with these questions and the answers, you will know what to do. Now, if you are ever in an interview setting and they give you a question, I've always explained how to answer it. The easy way to answer it is to use the STAR method. S for situation, T for task, A for action, R for result. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to link up a video where I talk about how to answer questions like this, and also how to utilize the STAR method practically, because these questions are called behavioral interview questions, and you will get them in every care and support setting. So if you don't have experience, at least have that presence so that you would answer well, so they will just know that okay, this person may be lacking in formal experience, however they know what they are doing. Now the next tip is emphasize your soft skills. Now there are some skills that we have, maybe based on our personality, our experiences, that are very important in care and support sector. It's just that a lot of us don't really put high importance on our skills. If you are a problem solver, that is a soft skill that you should drag and talk about both in your CV and also in your interview. If you are empathetic, if you are an active listener, these are very important skills to talk about. Now the eighth tip is express your understanding of the role. When you research the job and the company, in that interview, show them that you understand what the role is about. Give examples of day-to-day tasks that you're going to be doing in that role. Talk about personal care. Talk about supporting these clients with their day-to-day activities. This tells them that you have a good understanding of the job role. Now the ninth tip is be honest about your experience or the lack of it. See, for you to even reach this stage where you are discussing about your experience, that means you are in an interview setting, and for you to reach that interview setting, as I said earlier, they've seen your CV, so there is no need to now come to the interview and start lying or start formulating what is not. There is no need. They can ask you a question and you can say you've not done this thing before. However, that's the thing. It's not just about saying negative things, because to them it's negative. If you are saying you don't have experience, it's negative now. But don't just say it like, oh, I don't know, I don't. However, you must show that you are trying. You must show that you are willing to learn. You must show that your track record shows that you've done something quite similar, and that helps you. Now the 10th tip is showcase your personal skills. Showcase your own organizational skills. How are you able to manage yourself? Because in your interview you'll be asked some questions, or you may be asked some questions like how you manage your time. Now if you don't even know how to manage your time, time. You will not know how to explain how to manage time because obviously you don't have the job experience of time management. However, if in your personal life you know how to manage time, you can draw on that personal experience and talk. They can also ask you questions like, how do you manage to relieve yourself when you feel stressed? That is the question they ask a lot. Now, if in your personal life you know how to distress, you know what to do, you know the grounding techniques to do, when they ask you that question, yes, you may not have had a job, but you already know what to do. You will be able to answer. Now, it's these little tips that when combined can just make you get the job even before someone that has the experience. Do not disqualify yourself. If you are watching me and you don't have any job experience, you've never done this thing before, maybe you are even coming from Nigeria straight to the UK, Canada, US, and you are entering care and you don't even know what to do, where to begin from, please, you have experience. If you use these 10 tips that I've mentioned, I can bet you will get the job. It may take some time because it's not easy. You have to calm down. However, you would get the job. I've seen, in fact, numerous success stories from a lot of you, my besties, that did not have any experience, and I'm very glad that this channel is that safe space for people that just want to get grounded in this healthcare sector. Please believe in yourself, because me, I believe in you. If you don't have confidence, I have confidence in you. You can do it. You that previously you've done a lot of things, you've achieved a lot of things, isn't that this job that you're now doubting yourself? No, we don't do self-doubt on this channel. We don't do all those low vibrational, low confidence. No, we don't. So that's it. I'm linking up a video talking about behavioral interview questions. My Igbo tongue is coming out. Behavioral interview questions, and that is something that will be very helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please show me some love. It is free to show me love. Show me love by giving me like, show me love by commenting, by sharing, and I'm going to see you, my besties, in my next one. Until next time, stay blessed though. No matter what comes your way, choose happiness. All right, besties.